Supporting Esperanza is by far one of the most rewarding things that I get to do here at American Greetings.
Working with the students of Esperanza has been an absolute joy.
We have a very cohesive, very trusting relationship.
These kids are really willing to know about the world, about what do we need to be successful.
Esperanza changes people's lives because our name implies is giving people hope.
Esperanza's role in the community is really to ensure that our kids have equal access to an education.
We're attracting the Hispanic population, which has been shut out because of the language barrier.
We motivate our kids, mentor them, anything that we can do to ensure that they're going to reach their full potential.
And by partnering and collaborating with other organizations, it helps us address all those needs.
Nueva Luz has really helped Esperanza build healthy and safe communities.
As leaders in nonprofits, we are recognizing the need to truly collaborate. It's in the synergy between health and education.
This past year, with the efforts of MyCom, with many partners from the Cleveland Foundation, the Children's and Families First Council, Nueva Luz Urban Resource Center, we've all come together to really build the community. MyCom, which stands for My Commitment, My Community, has done just that.
It's really a continuum of services. If a particular youth wants to connect with programs, with services, with recreation opportunities, with learning opportunities, they should be able to go to any of the sites or the organizations that they're participating in MyCom, and they should be connected into the continuum of care.
What we look to do is really have that safe net environment.
We know that the way out of poverty, we know that the way to self-fulfillment is education.
Another great partner of Esperanza's has been Case Western Reserve University.
Esperanza has been a really great collaboration.
Case has just really gone above and beyond the call of duty. Esperanza could not do what we do without tutors and the adults that we work with. And it's really because of Case that we've been able to expand what we do in the school, out of school at Esperanza.
We had really respected Esperanza's mission and activities in the community, so we contacted them, and they actually were able to host a student for the entire spring semester. And Omar Gutierrez actually ended up being that student. He really enjoyed his time with Esperanza, really felt that in addition to being able to work with the children and youth, he also really got to understand some of that behind the scenes that really goes into operating nonprofits.
I loved having the interaction with kids and middle school students. I would personally talk to individuals about my experiences with education and how I ended up where I am, and they were always just very interested.
This is great near-peer role modeling.
I even had a student who decided to apply to Case, and he was just very excited.
They could say to them, you know what, I'm doing it, you can too.
As we were looking for the companies that we wanted to partner with, Esperanza was just a natural fit. One of the key things we were focused on was education. And since Esperanza does such a great job with that, we've tried to design events and activities to help educate their students around the kinds of things that are important here at AG.
It started off by them volunteering during our summer program.
We brought some volunteers, artists from AG, to run a class. It was a class a week for 2 or 3 hours. We will also try the back-to-school donation drive. With this donation drive, we provided to the 60 kids of Esperanza that were attending the summer workshop, we gave them a whole back-to-school kit.
Which really meant a lot because many of our kids tend to miss school the first week because of the financial barriers to preparing for school.
I have to say that it was one of the most fun, enriching things that I did all year.
Working within the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, I was introduced to Esperanza through another principal, actually, who connected us and said that Esperanza and Dancing Classrooms in Northeast Ohio would have definite synergies.
JoJo has really been great in assisting the kids to build their self-esteem.
Dancing Classrooms is a social development program, and Dancing Classrooms uses the tool of ballroom dancing to generate a social change within the school culture that we work in, within a community. It's really a community effort.
They were just so well put together and respectful.
Dancing Classrooms is about what happens between the steps as opposed to the actual steps.
As a result of the dancing performance and their participation, they've wanted to do so much so many other activities at Esperanza.
Our goal is to build social awareness, confidence, self-esteem, and respect. The students of Esperanza have achieved beautifully and have definitely excelled at.
It's a win-win situation for all of us. It's just better for the economy and for the Latino community and the community in general.
So we need to keep talking, we need to keep being innovative and constantly aware of what our community needs.
We want to be able to be in partnership with Esperanza as they move our youth forward.
There's just so much support and caring for this organization, and I believe that Esperanza will never close its doors because the community values it so much.